Hey guys, Adam here with 4 Low Bound. I'm going to show you guys how to install the Hefty Fabworks bed stiffeners that we picked up. So start off just telling you guys everything you're going to need for the installation itself. You're going to need a ratchet with a 10mm and a 9/16 socket, and then you're also going to need a 9/16 wrench. To remove the bed bolts, you're going to need a 55 Torx and then a 40 Torx for the outside. And then we've got our drill with a 5/8 drill bit that we're going to use to drill the holes in the bedside itself so that we can mount the actual bracket to the outside. Hefty Fabworks kit comes with all the parts you're going to need. So you've got a backing plate that you're going to put on the outside on the inside of the taillight housing. And then you've got your bolts and washers and then your nut. So you're going to run the bolt through with a washer already on it like this. On the back side of the plate, you're going to put another washer and then the actual nut. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove these 2 bolts that hold the bed in. So we're going to start with the outside 40 Torx. So we're removing these first so that we can mark where we're going to drill into the outside of the bed here. So we want to make sure we get it lined up appropriately. Now we're going to move on to our second bolt. This is the Torx 55. Alright, and once we get those broke loose, we're going to go ahead and mock everything up. Alright guys, after we get the bed bolts removed, we're going to remove the tail light. So that's going to be a 10mm, and we're going to remove the top and the bottom. You do not need to remove the center 10mm there. It's not actually holding the tail light into place. Alright guys, now that we got the tail light removed, we went ahead and took our bed stiffener and we set it into place and then used our marker to mark where we're going to drill at with our 5/8 drill bit. We went ahead and used the center punch just to mark that location. We're going to drill that out and then we'll start assembling it. Alright, now that we've got our 3 holes drilled, we're going to go ahead and mock up the installation. So we're going to put the stiffener into place. We're going to take our top bolt with a washer on it. And then we're going to run our backing plate through there. Then we're going to use a second washer and a nut on the back side. Alright, and then we're going to do that just 2 more times here, and then we're going to loosely fit everything, and then we'll tighten everything down for final installation. Alright, now that you've got everything loosely put in, we're going to go ahead and start by tightening down on the bed side. And then after we get that done, we're going to move to the actual bed and we're going to tighten down the last 2 bolts to sink everything in nice and tight. Alright, so installation really is that easy, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just run you through real quick a little bit about the features of the Hefty Fabworks bed stiffeners. There's a lot of them out there, but just want to review with you why we went with their product. One thing that we really liked first is that it used the factory bolts for the actual bed itself, so you remain that and you still keep the hook for the factory bolt as well. I also like the tie down points, and it comes with a little bottle opener up top and then also a mount for either chase lights or a whip antenna, anything like that. So that's kind of some of the features. We also really like the fact that it utilized that backing plate as well. So a lot of the other ones I noticed just have bolts that run through and then you're using that bolt to the bedside. This actually helps disperse a lot of that energy, and it'll help keep that bolt from ripping through on the backside if you ever end up having any flex going on while